Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Mission DIY. I'm Russ, and today we are going to replace this standard hose bib, garden hose bib, with a newer style frost-free hose bib. The benefits of the frost-free hose bib: it is not required to close the shut-off valve during the winter months in cold weather states. With a standard hose bib, when you shut off the valve, it closes off the water here, which exposes the rest of this pipe that is outside to the cold weather and possible freezing and possible pipe burst. With frost-free hose bibs, when you turn off the valve, the water is actually shut off inside the house or inside the basement, all the way down here at the other end. Now, with both standard hose bibs and the frost-free hose bibs, you must still disconnect the hose from the spout during the winter. Otherwise, excess water in the hose could freeze and creep into the valve and still cause damage to either a standard or a frost-free hose bib. With the frost-free hose bib and the water being shut off at this end, there's no possibility of freezing since there's no water in this line. And therefore, with the basement being at warmer temperatures, there isn't a risk of the pipe bursting. The frost-free hose bib must be tilted slightly downward to allow for draining of any excess water and proper use of the vent. So let's get started. You have the interior shutoff valve with a drain plug. This is where you need to shut off the water from if you have a standard hose bib during the winter, so that water in this length of pipe and the small section that's outside doesn't freeze and burst the pipe. We will still have this valve in place after installation of the frost-free hose bib. However, unless you get extreme cold temperatures like 20 below zero, there won't be a need to shut off the interior valve when you have a frost-free hose bib and if it's installed correctly.
Double check that you shut off the water supply to the hose bib before starting. If your pipes are soldered, you may need to cut them like Russ did here with a small pipe cutter. Next, remove the old pipe. Russ had to drill the hole a little bit bigger so the new pipe would fit. Use Teflon tape to ensure a watertight seal around the fittings. Russ put a threaded copper connection fitting on that he could solder to a new length of pipe. Don't go all Hulk on it now. Tighten it snugly, not destructively. Next, clean the pipe threads and ends thoroughly to clean off any old debris. Use sandpaper or these tools made specifically for cleaning pipes and a pipe reamer, which removes burrs from the ends. This creates a clean, smooth surface for the new connection and ensures that the solder flows and seals properly. Measure for the new length of pipe and cut it. Now you could also use PEX pipe and fittings or push connect for this project. However, Russ recommends using push connect fittings only in areas with future access, because their gaskets typically have a life expectancy of about 10 years before potential failure. Even the new pipe will need to be cleaned and reamed, so don't forget to do that. Skipping this step will mess up your solder job. Next, prep all of your connections with flux. This will help the solder flow properly. The hose bib does come with a flange that helps you position it angled downward, like Russ mentioned earlier. Russ waited to attach the new hose bib to the house until after dry fitting all of the new pieces, allowing easier access to the fittings and making the installation process more manageable. Finally, it was time to solder. This takes a bit of practice, but basically you heat the fitting with a torch until the flux sizzles. Then touch solder to the joint, allowing it to melt and flow evenly for a watertight seal. Next, turn the water back on. You're ready to test for leaks. Finally, caulk the outside seam. And that's it! You've successfully replaced your regular hose bib with a frost-free model. Now your home is better protected from freezing temperatures, and you can enjoy peace of mind this winter. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more DIY tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.